Welcome to our video series introducing Adobe Dreamweaver. In this video, we'll upload our website to the Internet via Dreamweaver. In this video, I'm going to talk you through how you can use Dreamweaver to upload the website you're working on to your web server, to the actual Internet, and also keep it updated easily on the web server. There's a lot of functionality here, and I'll just talk you through getting started in this first video. So first of all, you want to go to Site and Manage Site and choose the site you're managing. Click on Edit and go to Remote Info. In the Advanced tab, go to Remote Info. Now, as I've previously demonstrated, there are a number of access options, but let's stick with FTP. That's a very common one, particularly if you have your website with a web host. You would generally connect your website via FTP to upload files or make changes. Then you would need to choose your FTP host, and if you aren't sure of any of these details, you can ask your web host. Often, the FTP host is simply the domain that you're uploading the files to. In this case, demonstrationdomain.com. And then host directory. Again, if you aren't sure of these details, ask your web host. But the host directory is, when you log in via FTP, you generally don't upload everything into the root. You typically upload into a subfolder. For example, I've logged in using AceFTP to the website. And you see in the root, in the top folder, there's logs for all the website statistical information. There's mail, dir for storing emails and things. And then there's demonstrationdomain.com, which is the folder where the actual website is uploaded to. If I double-click into that folder, you see it's currently empty. That's the folder I want to upload to. So let's go back to Dreamweaver. So for host directory, I want to choose nothing at the start, you see. That's important. Nothing at the start, and then demonstrationdomain.com. And then I just added a /. Then your login to access your website via FTP, your password, and you can choose to save it for automatic future use, and you can do a test. And yes, no problem. Then you have other options. Use passive FTP, use IPv6, use firewall, use secure FTP, and so on. Those are fine to leave unchecked in this instance. Again, if you aren't sure, ask your web host. Maintain synchronization information. That's useful. Do you want to automatically upload files to server on save? I would say no, because you generally want to check things before you upload. Then enable file check-in and check-out. That allows you to set things up so that only one person can work on a file at a time, and that's useful if you're working on a website in a team. And if you check that, you can choose some options there, but let's just turn that off for now. Let's OK that, and it's done, and we can choose Done in the Manage Site box. So here's our website, and a lot of the functionality is immediately available here. Connects to remote host, refreshes, get file, which basically means download, put file, which basically means upload, check out files, not relevant to this example, check in, not relevant to this example, synchronize. And also you can expand to show local and remote sites, just like FTP software. And if you want to see the files on your website now, you just click here and change from local view to remote view. There we go, nothing at the moment. Or alternatively, you can see both together. Expand to show local and remote sites. So here we can see the server, the remote site, nothing there, and here's the local site. Let's go back to normal view. Collapse to show only local or remote site. Okay, let's go back to, cancel that. Local View. So let's upload. Make sure the website here is selected and put files. Are you sure you want to put the entire site? Okay, so it's putting them, it's uploading them, and it should take just a few moments. And it's done. Now if I change the view to Remote View, there they are. Back to Local View, and I can double check this, of course, with my FTP software. And there they are in the demonstration domain folder: contact.html, index.html, and products.html. Alternatively, we can just go to a web browser and make sure everything's there as it should be. And I've just gone to demonstrationdomain.com, and everything looks fine. Back to Dreamweaver, and if you want to download files, you can get files, as I mentioned. Here, if you want to disconnect, we're currently connected to the website. If we want to disconnect, we just click that, and now we're disconnected from the website. If we want to synchronize, to make sure we have exactly the same files locally and also remotely on the website, we can click on Synchronize. And synchronize entire site or selected local files. Let's do entire site. Put newer files to remote? Yes. Or we have other options. Delete remote files not on local drive. I would say no, so let's do that. Okay, connecting to site, and it's checking. No synchronization is necessary. Would you like to view the list of files so you can manually synchronize? Why not? So yes. And here's the synchronized screen. So it's currently 0 will be updated, 3 will be skipped. If you want to change this, you can click on any of the files and change their action. It says here, to change an action, select a file and click one of the icons below before clicking OK. So we can mark selected file to put the local version, which means to upload the local version to the website, or mark the selected version for deletion, or ignore selected file. Or we can compare the remote and local versions. We can just quickly do that. And that opens up the files so you can view them like that if you wish. Okay, back in the synchronization screen, we've already done a put, so out of interest, let's remove contact.html. So let's choose Mark Selected File for Deletion, and OK. Two files have links to the file you are deleting. You can update them by using the Change Links site-wide dialog, Delete Anyway, so it's telling us that some links are going to be broken. Let's say yes. And it's done. It's deleted from the local website, the copy of the website stored locally on the computer, and if we go to Remote View, it's deleted there as well. So obviously, be careful with that feature. So that's an introduction to how you can use Dreamweaver to connect your website to automatically upload and synchronize files, and essentially how you can manage your website both on your computer and on your web server directly through the Dreamweaver Site Manager interface.